Ramble.
Thank you to BetterHelp, Chime, and DoorDash for sponsoring this episode.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of You Can Sit With Us. My name is Maggie. I'm one of your hosts, and I am joined today by Miss Becky.
Hello.
Matthew.
Hello.
Rachel is here.
Hi.
And we have Rainie here on the ones and twos.
Hello. Rain.
This episode, we are going to be talking about the upcoming live action Romeo and Juliet that the boys...
Live action.
Live action. We were just talking about live action Disney movies. So live action Romeo and Juliet that the boys are putting on. So exciting. What goes into that and other fun stuff. But before...
Other fun stuff.
Yeah.
Fun stuff. Let's start with the other fun stuff.
Yeah. How is everyone, by the way?
How are you, Matt?
Hey, everyone's just fine.
Matt, you walked in with
Thriving.
a dozen eggs.
I did.
How are
Dozen
your
quail
chickadees?
Eggs.
They're so tiny. How many
are.
quail eggs does it take to like make breakfast?
Well, it takes like 3 quail eggs, makes about 1 chicken egg.
3 to 1.
So how many chicken eggs do you eat for breakfast?
6.
You know?
6. Yeah.
You need 6 of them. But it is crazy, like the different sizes. Some quail eggs are like really small and some are a lot bigger. And they're like the same type of quail. So it really just depends on
All
the bird,
bodies are beautiful and
all
different.
bodies are beautiful. Yes.
Does the spotting or the color on the egg mean anything?
Apparently I don't know how true this is, but I saw on TikTok that each
You read an
quail
Has their own branding?
has their
I
own
did some research.
like stamp on the outside.
Like their own Louis Vuitton?
unique-
Oh,
Yeah.
like a tiger stripes or a
Yeah.
fingerprint.
Yeah.
I would just assume that they were making like different variations, but I like that they have their own like signature brand.
Yeah.
Will you learn like which one?
I haven't tried.
Daisy makes the like gray spot.
Patty mayonnaise makes
Patty
There is
mayonnaise
one that
the
makes-
brown and cream.
There is one that you can really tell the difference because the colors are a lot lighter. Like the colors. And then the white part of the egg shell is like more beige instead of white on some of them. So it's like, you know,
That'll be an
You can tell
extra
a little bit.
$3 at the farmer's market.
yeah. They do. They fetch a high price at the farmer's market, the quail eggs.
Are you going to
know?
start selling at the farmer's market?
Not
Matt's
yet.
eggs?
That sounds like a lot of work.
New
It
job.
does,
New job.
but I bet you would
New
be
job.
highly successful.
Highly.
You
Highly.
could call it hot
Highly.
eggs.
yeah.
Hot eggs.
And then you
Eggs.
serve it shirtless like you're at
Whoa.
Abercrombie.
Bro, only if you'll serve them shirtless with me, Becky.
Obviously, free the titties.
Free the nipples, free the eggies.
Yeah, but could you
Just do
imagine
little
just
like egg yolks on egg yolk pastries.
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, this is $1 million idea.
So cute. Just think like it's like Abercrombie, but you just have like hot gay men standing in the front. Like you get like AJ,
some scrambled
Brandon. Like there's a muscle quota you have to fill.
Yeah.
And they're just like, want to try our
quota.
eggs?
Want to
You
try,
want to try our eggs?
Yeah, exactly.
Is that how they talk too?
Yeah.
Quail
You want
our
to try
eggs.
our eggs?
Exactly.
They got
We're going to need more quails
yeah.
for this
I mean,
enterprise.
we do have a surplus of eggs that Eugene and I can't eat. That's why we're always, you know.
Just make
Giving them
Eugene
away.
make one cake.
them
You'll
away.
use them all up.
I know.
Ooh, a
Well,
quail
that's true.
cake.
Quail
Yeah.
cake.
Quail cake.
Quail cake. I am going to make some quail
be
egg
good.
pasta soon.
Ooh,
That's my next.
that's
Oh.
Invite us over. Invite us over.
See how that turns out. Because
No,
it is like
you don't
want to
be invited because then he'll make you make the pasta with him.
Oh, but I don't mind. I'll sous chef to Matt, and you can watch my children.
Keith and I were like crying, like rolling things out. We're like, "Are we done with the ravioli, Matt?"
And that was only like
No, I'm just kidding. It was beautiful.
one big thing of dough. Normally we do like 4 things of dough. That night it was only 1 thing of dough too. So you only got a taste, Becky. You only got a taste.
Of the manual labor.
Love the quails.
The quails.
How's Clem?
Who knows?
Speaking about animals.
Speaking of animals,
animals.
Clementine has
Clem check-in.
disappeared from the outside world as soon as I had kids. You know,
R.I.P. Clem.
R.I.P. Clem. Everyone,
Clem is
everyone
such a
thinks,
good
oh, it
girl."
wouldn't happen to me. You're wrong. You're wrong. You only have so much capacity
takes the back burner.
Dog, yeah.
for alive things that you keep alive, and mine got filled up with babies. Clem's great. She's, you know, she's
Great.
she's great. She's like
such a good girl.
She's always at home. It was fun because when we were in Mexico, our nanny came with us to Mexico so that we could go to Zach and Maggie's wedding. And that's who usually watches Clem. So I had Jack from The Office watch Clem, and he brought her here every day. And everyone was like, she's amazing. I was like, I should really bring Clem in sometimes. For her, not for me, for her.
Yeah.
Like for her happiness. Yes.
Yeah.
People were playing with Clem all day. I was like, wow, I should bring her here.
Did she meet
like
Melly?
the good life.
I don't know if she met Melly.
I don't think she met Melly. No, I don't know if she can come in when Melly's here.
No, I think I told Jack she's not allowed to come when there are other dogs here. So make sure other dogs are home. Because Clem doesn't like puppies. Like Bowie would be Clem's worst nightmare.
Really?
Yeah, she'll play for like 15, 20 minutes. Clem's 10. And then she's like, sit the fuck down and leave me alone.
Take a nap.
Antisocial.
She'll like do it really quickly. And then she's like, we're done here.
Yeah.
She doesn't like it.
He knows how to turn off now in his older age, but he's terrified of Melly. Anytime Melly barks at him, he's like,
Melly, for anyone who doesn't know, is Will Whitwer's doggy that comes in to work almost every day.
she's been in a couple videos.
She is so fucking funny.
She ate some hot dogs before.
She ate some hot dogs.
She's tiny also.
She
She's
is
big.
the
Yeah.
cutest little thing.
Clem used to chill with Emma and Pesto, but I would never let her hang with Kim Bob. That is a disaster waiting to happen.
I mean, Kim Bob's always a disaster.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
Mr.
Clem would be annoyed immediately.
Though today, Kim Bob is going to the front lines.
Of?
He's a firefighter?
What front line?
He's a paramedic?
Of the strike, of the writer strike today. He's going to go march in the writer strike.
Yay, good job, Kim Bob.
Kim Bob stands in solidarity.
You little union lover. We love that
stands
for you, Kim Bob.
WGA strong.
I feel like Emma would be a scab. She would like pop in. She'd be like, I could write this.
She'd be like, I'll nap on you. Don't worry
Yeah.
about it.
And Pesto's the actor who's going to vote yes on the strike.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
A star.
Thanks for the cast.
Your dogs as strikers. I feel like we could actually cast the dogs in a lot of different things.
I'm pretty sure Eugene pitched me yesterday a channel that's just all dogs. He was like, what if we stop being in videos and it's just all of our animals? And I was like,
Well, what about the cats? This is cat exclusion.
do the cats want to come and be in videos?
I don't know. They're making that Purina money now, and they're really happy with it.
They're very diva.
Yeah, Grandpa Barry
They
is
like the pretty
"Meow."
treats.
I just remember when
They love
Alfred was
'em.
afraid of the cameras. Remember the cat litter commercial?
Oh God, yeah.
He didn't like the cameras.
No, well, he doesn't like it was like big. It was too big for him. He was like, I don't want
But he's big.
this.
He likes the
He's a tiny baby, Rachel. He's a tiny baby.
Listen, if my babies are big, your babies are big. Alfred's a big boy.
Tiny kid.
He weighs the same as Poppy.
Oh my gosh.
He's on a diet.
Oh my gosh.
We're working on it. We did tell our cat sitter when we went out of town a couple weekends ago. We were like, oh, just a half scoop for each of them. Like just do one full scoop between the two, because she usually gives them like wet treats or these other things. And we came back. Those cat bowls were so full.
Really?
And
What if
he
it
was
was-
like, I asked her, because she's such a good cat sitter. She sends all these pictures, like she's really nice. And I always have her do the litter box right before we get back. And I was like, oh, can you do the litter on Monday? Because garbage day is Tuesday. The litter went out, and then Keith had to change the litter again
These cats were
on Wednesday.
pooping so much.
And this is like, we usually only have to change it like every like week or two.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
my
they were
gosh.
pooping so much from the dry food.
Dang.
They were like
Why did
living
she
like
give them so
kings.
much? Because they were whining at her. And
Yeah,
she was like,
'cause
yes,
they
my
cry.
baby.
Yeah. And they're very baby with her too. She has these really long nails. And so they just like love when she comes.
scratches.
And they remember that she gives them wet treats. They're like, Rio's here.
Our friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We always say when we come back too that they're like, what are these bitches doing back? I hate them.
They only
Bring
give me
back
half my
They don't love us.
Yeah.
So
Funny
while you were
cats.
gone, did Alfred gain like a full 2 pounds?
Probably.
Yeah.
Oh my
He's
gosh.
my big boy.
He is.
He's my little big.
That's a lot for a little guy, though.
No, he didn't really gain 4 pounds, Matt.
Whoa.
But it is
Went
so
from 1
funny.
to 2, now 4.
Shame my baby.
Anytime I have anyone watch, like my sister will drop in if we have like something, or Zach's mom has watched Bowie before. My mom's watched Bowie, and she's like, he looked hungry, so I gave him like an extra serving of dinner. I was like, oh, that dog will eat himself to death. Do not give him another one. She's like, well, he was just staring at me. I was like, he stares at everyone. Like, that's what he does. I know, he just stares. He's like, feed, food, treat, yes.
Attention.
Attention.
Grandparents are the worst.
I know.
They are.
Who do you think
spoil.
the animals would be in Romeo and Juliet?
Ooh.
Oh, great pivot, Becky. Very well done. Really nice.
I mean,
Speaking of pets,
Pesto's got to be Romeo, right?
I think
That's what I was
Pesto's
thinking.
Romeo for
Pesto's Romeo.
sure.
Yes,
What a
to
charming
heartthrob.
gentleman.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who are the characters? Okay, there's Romeo and Juliet, obviously.
Romeo and Juliet?
The
are
Nest.
Did you not read this in high school?
Mercutio.
I read Othello. That was my Shakespeare.
Different.
Yeah, and Hamlet.
Oh,
yeah.
There's Romeo and Juliet
Yeah.
are two star-crossed lovers from Fair Verona.
Becky giving
Where we set our
Romeo
scene.
like drama,
Yeah.
like the Vanderbilt
The drama.
reunion.
So,
Yeah.
well, you know what's crazy is Romeo and Juliet does not start with Romeo being like, I love you, Juliet. He's in love with some other bitch named
Rosaline.
Rosaline. Once Romeo decides he likes Juliet and not Rosaline, he gives up on Rosaline.
Well, he goes to see Rosaline at a party and he sees Juliet instead. And immediately this fuckboy's like, oh, that one.
Changes his mind.
Yeah.
Changes his mind.
Love at first, second
Yeah.
sight.
Well, their families, Rainie, do not like each other.
Their families are feuding.
They're always
Pourquoi?
feuding.
Forbidden love.
We don't
Put it in
know.
reality.
It's something a long time ago.
Forbidden
Doesn't really matter.
love.
Put it in
irrelevant.
reality TV terms. Like, who is it against? It's like as if the Vanderpump people and the Kardashians were feuding and
That
we were all
would
watching it.
be really good for me.
Yeah.
Juicy.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Or like more like you think
Really
like
good
two
for-
big political families.
Oh.
Yeah. So like two different camps of thinking.
like imagine if Ted Cruz's kid and like Malia Obama fell in love.
Yes.
We would all be like, don't
That's
do
weird.
it, Malia.
We'd be like,
don't do
absolutely
it.
not.
Absolutely
We'd be like,
not.
"That's
Do not add fuel to the fire.
Yeah.
And then they have cousins. They have Tybalt and Mercutio are their cousins. Tybalt is Juliet's cousin, and Mercutio is Romeo's cousin.
Okay.
And they are like the head of the two little gangs.
Oh.
The Montagues and the Capulets.
Oh. So they're young leaders.
They're young leaders.
It's not even the parents.
But yeah, the cousins are like, do not do this.
Yeah.
Do not get together.
No.
And Romeo's like, oh, well, too bad. I'm going to go do it. He like breaks into her house.
He's actually like, I love you. Do you want to get married at like 9 tomorrow secretly?
Yeah.
And she's like, send word to my nurse and I'll be there. Like they get married the next day. These
She's a
people are
nurse?
out of, she has a nurse, or
There's
like
a nanny.
a nanny, a governess, if
An
you
au
will.
pair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
interesting.
Someone who's her mom without being her mom. She also has a mom.
Okay.
And the nurse is like, don't do this. Juliet.
Juliet.
Boys are stupid.
Boys
don't
are
do
stupid.
it.
Yeah.
And then what else happened? So,
Well,
there's a
in
big
the meantime,
fight.
they all brawl, and both cousins die.
Dead.
They die?
They
Dead.
dead.
no.
Tybalt kills Mercutio, and then Romeo kills Tybalt.
Yeah.
And then Romeo is banished.
He is banished.
He's like, you have to get
He gets
out of
banished.
the city. And Juliet's like sobbing in her room, and her parents are like, oh, she's so sad that her cousin died. But really, she's like, my secret husband is banished.
Oh, and we forgot about Paris. He is just so stupid.
He's so
and
stupid,
so hot.
so rich, so hot.
And that is who Juliet is supposed to be with. They're like, marry this
That's
guy.
her father
he
wants
sounds
her.
pretty
Yeah.
good. to
Yeah,
me.
he
No,
was
I mean-
honestly a good option.
Yeah.
He's a rich prick, but
Oh, okay.
But then,
Romeo's like a poor prick. So like her
Yeah.
options are not wonderful.
so then they hatch this plan. They're like, let's go get married in secret. And then they play When Doves Cry. And they get married. And then they bone. And like
then they
immediately
bone.
after they bone is when the cousins die.
Yeah.
And Juliet's like not that mad about her cousin dying.
No, she doesn't care that Tybalt died, really.
She wasn't not caring. She was just like,
happens.
Not her favorite
but
cousin.
the families are like, fuck this.
Yeah.
Yeah, the families are like, the feud is on,
Yeah.
top tier, like Romeo can never come back. Fair Verona, lock it down. Everyone's really mad. So then they hatch this wackadoodle plan.
Wackadoodle plan.
That makes no sense. Where Juliet is going to fake her own death.
Yeah.
And then go live banished with Romeo.
And she's like, she like writes it down, I think, for the nurse. She's like, bring this to Romeo and tell him, like, I'm going to fake my death and it's all going to be okay. And they both know pharmacists for some reason.
Apothecaries.
An apothecary.
And then
And they're
like
everywhere.
priests,
Yeah.
friars. And so the friars, like the apothecary and the friar are like, okay, great plan, Juliet. Take this sleeping potion. We'll have your funeral. You'll sleep right through the whole thing. And then when you wake up, like 3 days later,
Oh my
we
gosh.
will you'll go find Romeo and you'll run away and live, a life together.
But Rainie, did that note make it to Romeo? No. So Romeo hears word because remember he's banished.
This is the communication error of a century.
He's out
off
in
the grid by himself.
Yeah. He comes back and he's like, oh God, she's dead. She's dead.
Yeah. But he can't talk to anyone about it because he's banished.
Yeah.
So he's just like thinking she's dead. So he goes to the pharmacist, the apothecary. He gets some actual poison. He comes to her deathbed and he kills himself with poison. Yeah. Just as she wakes up.
And so her eyes flutter open and she's like, what are
you
doing?
And he's like in the process of dying. He's dying. She's trying to get the poison off his lips so she can die.
Him.
She's kissing him. It's not enough poison to kill her. So she takes a knife and stabs herself.
Yep.
So romantic. What a romantic story.
Yeah. And then the parents find them and they're like, we shouldn't have been fighting. Look at what it's done to our children.
Oh my God.
Look at what our fighting has caused.
Yeah, like Verona's like in an uproar, but they've like now found peace within their family.
Yeah, they're
Verona,
like,
because they're like, we're not going to fight
blood
anymore.
Be shed over this big fight, even though both of their cousins just died.
Yeah.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp.
Sometimes in life, we're faced with tough choices and the path forward isn't always clear.
When I was in college and going through nursing school, choosing the right specialty was such a big, daunting decision.
Whether you're dealing with decisions around your career, relationships, or anything else, therapy helps you stay connected to what you really want while you navigate life, so you can move forward with confidence and excitement. Trusting yourself to make decisions that align with your values is like anything. The more you practice it, the easier it gets. Therapy is helpful for not only learning positive coping skills, but also the best way to make decisions for you and how to apply those to your life. It empowers you to be the best version of yourself. If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Let therapy be your map with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/sitwithus today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/sitwithus.
Having a little extra money in your bank account really makes all the difference. I love splurging on some nice accessories for an event I have coming up. A little extra money helps everyone live their best lives, and Chime's online checking account is here to help you live yours. With Chime's online checking account, you can enjoy lots of perks like fee-free overdrafts up to $200, and you can even get paid up to 2 days early with direct deposit. No more pesky overdraft fees and no impact on your credit score to apply. You can get paid up to 2 days earlier with qualifying direct deposit, and you can access your money sooner. You can pay friends through Chime no matter what bank they use and cash out your money fee-free. Signing up for Chime takes minutes, so join the millions of other Chime members and sign up today. Get started at chime.com/sitwithus. That's chime.com/sitwithus. Chime is a financial technology company, not a bank. Banking services and debit card provided by the Bancorp Bank N.A. or Stride Bank N.A. members FDIC. Eligibility requirements and overdraft limits apply. Access to direct deposits up to 2 days early depends on the timing of the submission of the payment file from the payer. Out-of-network ATM and withdrawal fees may apply.
Yeah, but Rainie, that's Romeo and Juliet.
I mean, that is really juicy. I'm ready now to do the dogs.
To cast them.
Yes,
Okay.
please cast the dogs.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. I'm thinking, so we've got
Emma's
Romeo.
the nurse.
Emma's obviously the nurse.
That's why the note never got there. She was moving too slow.
Emma can't see that well.
I could see, I think honestly, Grandpa Barry is Juliet.
I was honestly thinking that too. I was like,
Big
Grandpa
ingenue
Barry,
energy.
He's got big ingenue energy.
He's an
And I
ingenue.
think Alfred would be one of the cousins. I think he would be Tybalt.
I mean, Grandpa Barry is also impetuous the way Juliet is.
Yeah.
He'd be like, yeah, let's get married.
He's like a little whiny brat.
I think Bowie's the pharmacist.
Yeah?
I could see him sort of being a mad
Concoctions.
scientist.
Doling out sleeping potions and poisons. Left and right.
Yeah.
What you need, I got it.
Yeah, he would.
I'll make it for you, baby. I'll make it for Who's
Pesto is
Mercutio?
Romeo.
Mercutio. Wait, what?
He's like my favorite character.
Probably
Mercutio.
kimbap.
He does drugs.
Your favorite.
It's
Kimbap.
Probably, actually, it probably is kimbap because like
Yeah.
Mercutio's like a little unhinged at times.
Yeah.
Where you're like, "Are you okay, Mercutio?"
No,
like,
he's definitely like remembering opium trips.
Oh yeah, the Queen
Mab
Mab speech is just a drug trip.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, it
he's
really
like
is.
talking. He's on drugs and talking about drugs,
Oh wow.
and it's really good. In the movie, they
Shakespeare-
make it very obvious that he's on drugs.
Yeah. It is probably the most famous monologue from Romeo and Juliet. You've
What
heard
is he
it.
saying? He's just like
He's
upset or something?
recounting like this crazy like dream he had about a Queen Mab, and it is wildly fantastical. But it's usually delivered via like, I don't know how we'll deliver it in our version, but he's like dressed in drag and he's like coming down from a drug trip in the Baz Luhrmann movie.
So
It's really fun.
Do you guys think Romeo or Shakespeare did a bunch of drugs?
Obviously.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
And whoever he stole Romeo and Juliet from, you know.
Yeah.
Rach, are you doing everything in iambic pentameter?
Oh,
Yes and no. So we're doing the whole play is in iambic pentameter, and we have not changed the dialogue of the play at all, except for one word. Would you guys like to know? Would you like to know, audience?
I'm trying to think what it is.
The only word we've changed verbatim in the play, like we've cut out a lot of sections to make it a more like manageable size. Also, Shakespeare is repetitive as fuck, so we don't need that. But we haven't changed the words within, except for every time they say Verona, we're gonna say Burbank.
Burbank.
In fair Burbank, two families are
Where we
feuding.
lay our
So the whole
scene.
thing's in iambic pentameter. However, there are also interstitials that are pre-filmed and edited, done by a lot of our other YouTuber friends, and those are in modern vernacular.
Okay.
Nice.
So those are all, just
Mix and match.
mix and match. So you can follow. So the reason we need interstitials is because we cut out a lot of the play. So you need the plot points.
Right.
So, and we're just making it like extra easy to follow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
You
so
know.
fun.
I mean, if you're going to be changing up, swords that they're fighting with, adding the live choice, I'll choose your own adventure. You kind of gotta get rid of some
Does
of
someone
those
want to
words.
explain how the choose your own adventure works? Do you guys know?
Girl, we don't work here.
We don't
What
know.
do you think you're doing here? You want us to explain how it works? You gotta explain it to us.
I just thought it'd be nice for someone else to talk.
We don't work here.
In your VR headset, you get to go left or right.
We're gonna talk about we're gonna make some promises that can't be fulfilled.
I was like, maybe someone else could talk about it.
No.
You phone it in.
You phone it in.
Everyone calls in.
That's
Johnny
so
Cakes
funny.
calls
All right. You guys know nothing.
We loosely know, but I don't want to mess something up.
Okay. So you have the live stream up. It's just like we did the Without a Recipe
there, I'm
live
there. I
stream.
can see it. I
You're
can
there.
see it.
I remember.
The chat is up. This is a very important point. You have the
Chatbot
chat up.
GPT. GPT's up. GPT's up.
No.
No.
What would
the
Kimbap
chat
the Striker
interface.
think of this?
Emma's down.
Emma's in.
The chat is up. So we open on Act 1, Scene 1, and that is playing. As that happens, a poll comes up in the chat, and you get like 30 seconds to vote. And the poll says, in the next scene with the nurse and Lady Capulet, what are they doing to Juliet? Choice A, doing her makeup. Choice B, taking boudoir photos of her. Choice C,
cute.
you get to vote. Then when the next scene comes up, the actors are starting the scene and a stagehand runs out and hands them a Polaroid camera. And then they know that's what they're doing, right? They're taking the boudoir photos. So and then another question comes up during that scene. So in every scene, except for the first one, 1 to 2 questions will pop up in the chat.
that's fun.
You get to vote. And then it almost seamlessly, we hope, we pray, happens in the next scene where we are bringing out to the actors what they're doing.
Okay, Mom,
So
I
they
have a
have no idea.
question. Because I remember when we were watching Without a Recipe Live, the chat moved very quickly. The
You have to put on
poll
slow
will
chat.
be- Oh, you have to put it on slow chat.
But I think
Will the poll be
the poll
pinned?
comes up and pins at the
Okay.
top, I believe.
Nice.
Just
We
like
love
it
to
did
see
when
it.
you vote at the end. Did you vote at the end?
Of
Did
course
you
we
did
voted.
you vote
of
for
course
Keith?
we voted. But you know what? I feel like there was something about voting at the end that we were like, where'd it
We,
go?
like, missed some-
we like
one of them or
missed
something,
something. I
yeah.
think we were talking and missed part of the instruction.
Well, there will be
attention.
lots of instructions for
attention.
this, but also the polls will go fast because we
Okay.
need those results because the
Right.
Yeah,
the
that's
play.
true.
So you have
The
to
plane
be
never
prepared
stops.
for every scenario. You got to
Yeah.
be on it.
So just go with your instinct. But it's important that you have the chat up or else you won't get to vote.
And you said put it on slow chat,
Yeah,
if that's a possibility.
That's a YouTube thing. We'll have to check with Kisway, Rainie. But there's usually
So
slow
how do you
chat.
win?
You don't, Matt.
You have to answer all these questions. Sounds like a test.
How
So how do you win?
How do you win Romeo and Juliet?
Yeah, how do you
How do you win?
They don't die.
You play a character that doesn't die. That's how you win. So none of our boys will win. They're all
Paris.
dying. They're all dying.
Eugene's not playing Paris? Oh, no, you
He
showed
is,
us that
but he's
picture.
playing Mercutio too.
Wait, didn't you show us a picture of Paris? Wasn't that the...
Yeah,
Cute
Eugene
actor?
will be Paris and the nurse and Mercutio and
No,
the
that actor
friar.
you just showed us
Oh
earlier.
no, Oh, you're right. Sorry, Eugene is playing the prince. Brent is playing Paris.
Okay. Rachel also took drugs that Mercutio took today.
No,
Wow.
I have been getting Paris and the prince mixed up a lot.
PP.
Yeah.
Le Prince.
I mean,
Truth be
are they
told,
the same
they-
letters?
They're the same letters, and within the script, they fulfill the same character roles. They both want to marry Juliet, and I'm like, Shakespeare, why both of them?
Why all
Yeah.
three? They all want to marry Juliet. It's like,
Yeah.
what does she have?
I mean, have you seen
100%.
Claire Danes though?
Yeah. Do you think the vibe's going to be more traditional Shakespeare or more Baz Luhrmann?
It's going to be traditional Shakespeare with the added layer of improv comedy.
Well, I mean, like set deck and costume wise.
Shakespeare, full Elizabethan.
Wow.
Yeah.
We'd love
Corsets.
to see it.
Corsets.
Big
we
collars.
have to get a dress for Keith.
Mercury makeup.
Mercury makeup.
Yeah.
Is that what was in their makeup?
Yeah, I think that wasn't that what made
It was all
the
like
white?
poison,
Or maybe it was
yeah.
lead. Maybe it was the lead.
Lead.
makeup.
Oh, okay. That's why people only live to be 20.
I think it was probably like the plague too.
Yeah.
Probably fucked
the
some shit
bubonic
up.
plague.
The bubonic plague probably fucked shit
No
up.
good.
All of them.
so what's Zach gonna play?
Zach is Romeo. Romeo. He's nervous about it. Is he? One, because he's like,
He's nervous about
he's like,
it.
I'm not a heartthrob. This will be interesting.
Did you say you're my heart?
I was like, you're my heartthrob, honey.
Romeo.
Don't worry.
Don't
He's
worry.
like,
He just needs to be Keith's heartthrob, you know?
That's true. It's quite easy.
yeah.
It's quite easy.
Quite easy.
So Keith is Juliet,
Keith
is Juliet.
Yeah.
and anybody else? Or is that they're the leads? They're titular.
They're the titular.
Yeah. Do they
Yeah.
play any? I think
No,
that's,
they don't play anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's too many lines.
That's,
Yeah.
that's
A lot of
enough.
lines.
yeah. And then how many outside people are you bringing in?
4 to fill out the rest of the ensemble.
Cool.
So Rainie, you will be playing the role of.
I would love.
Start memorizing.
I'll be the flower
Zach
girl.
do any like theater in high school or college?
Surprisingly, he is the only one who has no Shakespeare background.
He has no Shakespeare, but he played. He was in a lot of plays.
He was in a lot of plays, but he's like, yeah, Rachel, Keith, everyone, Eugene, all have done like Shakespeare productions. Like he's like, I feel like I think he told me last night. He's like, I've read Hamlet, but that was it.
He had the Rainie education. I
Yeah.
read Othello, and that's it.
I know. I don't know.
I mean, he's seen like West Side Story, but yeah, no, not like super in depth.
Not performed. Not performed it.
I performed a Shakespearean monologue at Miss America.
Wow.
That was my
That was your talent?
That's
I love that
really cool,
talent.
Rachel.
Yeah.
I really like that.
Like I the CEO always loves to tell me. He told me then. He's told me recently. Like
Wait, the CEO of what? Of Miss
the
America?
Miss America organization. I'm the only
so
person
America.
of America.
of America of Miss America or that I'm the only person to ever perform Shakespeare at Miss America. And I was like, yeah, and it didn't win. There might be a reason why people do the baton and sing.
What have you batoned and
Did the
Whoa.
Queen Mab speech?
Shakespeare?
There we go, man.
Baton
Then
for
I could have
emphasis.
won. Then I could
would
have won.
love-
If I lit it on
Stack
fire
your odds.
and done Queen Mab. Okay, you're right. That would have been better. Let's go back. Let's go back 15 years. Let's go.
Let's do it again. Let's do it again.
Wait, it was Queen Mab that you performed?
No, I did Queen Hermione from Winter's Tale. It's like she's like before the court. They've stolen her children. She's sobbing. It's like very intense. And I got to wear this giant, gorgeous, amazing dress. So I was really into
sobbing
that.
on the Miss America stage.
It was not the vibe, Rainie. The girl after me sang like Star Spangled Banner or something.
was like,
you know what I
okay.
mean? I was like, okay.
Is Winter's Tale the exunt followed by a bear? Is that the one? Yeah. There's a stage direction in.
Oh, yeah,
I think
yeah.
it's Winter's
Exit
Tale.
followed by a bear.
It says exit followed by a bear.
Yeah.
There's no mention of this anywhere else.
There's no bear
it's just
anywhere
the
else.
one
That's how
stage
you know
direction.
the opium was flowing.
Yeah. Everyone's just like, huh?
Gotta have the bear.
Wait, Becky, what were you in? What Shakespeare's have you been in?
I was in As You Like It.
Oh, that's a good one. There's some plot holes, I think. but-
Some plot holes.
Yeah.
Some plot holes. It's a little like goofy of a story.
Yeah. And who were you? You were the lead, obviously.
I was. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
Rosalind.
Our star.
And then Stars Born. And then in college, I was in Two Gentlemen of Verona. But not
Verona
it's
is a
like
big-
Gentlemen of
yeah.
Burbank.
Two Gentlemen of Burbank. Yeah.
Do you like Shakespeare? Like, would you prefer it to a sort of, I don't know,
I
Wizard of
liked it.
Oz? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I love doing because I did it we did some in high school, and then I did like a lot of like community theater in between.
What do you like about
college?
it?
I just think it's easier than like straight plays.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is it? It sounds so much harder to me because you have to remember all the weird
There
languages.
are a lot of lines, but
Yeah.
it's like I don't know, something about it. You can put your own pizzazz on it, and like I don't
Yeah.
know, but when it's bad, like really bad.
Yeah.
It's basically written in poetry, though.
Yeah.
Which is really fun. And like, I think there's some reward to hearing it done well when you understand it. You're like, oh, it makes a ton of sense once someone performs it correctly. The more I dig into Romeo as a grown ass adult, I'm like, oh, no.
What do you not
No.
like about it? Because just because he flip flops,
He flip flops.
he kills Mercutio.
Yeah, he's really. He's,
Tybalt.
Tybalt. He kills
He's
Tybalt.
very impulsive. He's like, let's go get married right now. Julia has very few choices. She's a woman and everyone's talking about her while she's in the room. Keith has the
That's-
fewest lines in the play. He's a titular character and he has the least amount of lines because people don't give a voice to women. Shakespeare certainly did not.
Yeah.
And she was played by a man. Anyway.
Oh yeah, that was a little tidbit about Shakespeare.
I didn't really.
No women
there
were
were no
allowed
women,
on
yeah.
stage, so it was all men playing all the roles. In the Shakespeare Theater in the round, there was a pit, so all the nobles set up in like seats and stuff and would watch the play. But there was a pit, kind of like the Harry Styles pit at his concerts, that was filled with.
They all did a dance.
They all did a dance. They brought signs that said inappropriate things.
They brought their tomatoes.
But in the pit were like people with no money, people who were absolutely fucking wasted, and people who would like interact with the play and the players on stage in this bawdy way. And Shakespeare's really, really, really dirty. And when you start to dissect the jokes of you have like a woman playing a man on stage, but she's also played by a man in real life, and everyone's talking about boners left, right, and center. When you consider that and like how dirty the pit was, you're like, oh, this is like a fucking good time. It's like really baudy.
And then the nobles are like just watching it from above.
Yeah.
And they're watching the pit and they're watching the actors, and actors were not esteemed. You know, they were kind of like,
Interesting.
And you want to know a funny fact?
Yeah.
Guess what William Shakespeare's wife's name was?
Oh well, I've heard.
You already heard this?
conspiracy. Anne Hathaway.
Anne Hathaway.
And now Anne Hathaway.
No conspiracy.
her name is Anne Hathaway.
She's Anne Hathaway.
Well, have you heard the thing that Anne Hathaway is Anne Hathaway's Shakespeare reincarnated, and then
that's a
she's
conspiracy.
married
that is
to
so
William, and then it's her time to shine because William already got to shine.
Oh my God.
Oh,
I mean, I don't know if I follow that, but
I'm obsessed with that.
but Anne Hathaway is a very English name, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well I'm kind of surprised that the noblemen are like going to see the low esteemed people, the low esteemed like actors, but it's just
Well,
performance.
it was like, it was like
What else did it do?
entertainment.
Not the nobles of our time watch Vanderpump Rules. Like we're all
That's
engaged.
true.
We're all
That is
engaged.
really true.
And I think, didn't Shakespeare like have a contract with the Queen? She just like really liked his vibe and was like, write some plays so I can watch them.
Yeah, I think people were bored. There's no entertainment.
Yeah.
There's very few things.
No cell phones.
no
internet.
cell phone.
No movies.
no video games.
Just the plague.
Just the plague.
Just the bubonic
Plays
plague.
and the plague.
He's in the play.
Rachel, speaking of lines, how are these boys going to memorize all these lines?
Yeah.
Are we
Fuck
doing a
if I know.
teleprompter? Or are we
You know
doing
what? They
Flashcards?
recently were like, could someone highlight our scripts for us? And I was like, they can, but you should fucking do that yourself. You have to memorize this shit.
Can someone highlight our It takes like 2 seconds.
Also,
Name the lazy boy. Name the lazy boy.
that also sounds to me like before your first meeting next week, you're not going to read the play again.
100%.
I'm like, read the play. You should be reading it like most nights. You got to memorize this.
Yeah.
Okay, so Matt and Maggie, you guys, what roles were you guys in?
I never did any Shakespeare.
You never did Shakespeare,
No.
but you did
But
do
you did
plays.
plays.
I was
Boy.
musicals. I was musical boy.
Musicals.
You were in Oklahoma.
I was Ali Hakim in Oklahoma, which is like, he's like a comedy character. Yeah, he has one song, but most musicals actually don't do his song, but they
Why?
let me, I don't know. It's called like Hoodwinked.
Ooh.
Okay.
Saucy. Let's hear.
Hoodwinked. I actually don't even remember it. It's that long ago, folks.
It didn't mean that much to you. That's where you got your first smoochie.
Yeah,
You
I
should
did.
remember.
I did.
You remember stuff like no one I know. I would not remember any songs I sang in high school. I'm always like, what character was I?
I was like, I remember Hoodwinked, you know?
You remember the name.
How was your
Yeah.
first kiss in Oklahoma?
I mean, I feel like it was like not great.
No.
Wet.
Ew. No.
Probably more dry.
That's dry is better for high school play kisses though.
Because you're just like, your lips just go, you know?
Like
Like, how is that supposed to be good?
I don't know that we should be having high schoolers kiss each other in plays for the sake of theater. It seems wrong.
And for rehearsals, I'm guessing you saved it for.
You saved
You saved it
We
for the
didn't, yeah,
actual-
we didn't do the first couple until like right before.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. Weird.
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 Weird, right?
It was weird.
Yeah. And then I was in Anything Goes. I was the Englishman. I forgot his name already. Sir Evelyn
you.
something. I also had a song in that one
Okay.
called Let's Misbehave.
Okay, I feel like that's a song people know. Let's
That
go.
one's in a lot of them.
Give us a little ditty.
You didn't sing from the favorite
Yeah.
movie?
Well, I'm not a singer.
You
know,
are.
I was not in musicals.
Apparently
like
you
Mr.
were,
Matthew.
though.
Like Mr. Matthew. I was only in one musical. And I said I would only do it if they cut the song. And they agreed to my demands.
So good. So
Wait,
good.
which musical?
I was in Bye Bye Birdie. And I played Conrad Birdie's mom.
Oh, yeah.
She dies in a big, very funny monologue way.
So you're a drama actor.
Drama.
Drama
Oh,
and
yeah.
comedy. Drama.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, so Matt, you're a singer.
Back in the day, I was.
You're a singer, you're
I feel
a
like I
rock
don't sing at
star.
all.
I know.
Pop star, yeah. Yeah. No, I did like, when I was in school, I did like, chamber choir, all that stuff.
Some opera.
Opera, yeah. And then when I was in college, I took some opera classes and lessons and stuff.
Super on brand for you somehow.
Super.
Opera singer.
I just imagine
What is
Matt with the
that
little
supposed to mean,
glasses.
Rainie? What is
The little
that supposed to
glasses
mean?
eating his quail eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, now that's going to be you, Becky. I gave you some quail eggs today.
Oh, yes, I cannot wait. I cannot wait.
Now you can also be opera.
Speaking of kisses on stage, there's this one time I was in college and I was
You
in
had to make out on
Dangerous
stage.
Liaisons, which if you've seen Cruel Intentions,
Oh yeah.
it's that. It's Cruel Intentions. And the guy I had to kiss, like hardcore make out with like 5 times, had the biggest cold sore on his mouth.
Oh no.
I mean, it was massive. And I'm one of those people who's like, I've never had a cold sore in my whole life. I've never had
What
one.
did you do? Did you just say no?
I was like, just in my head, like, oh my God, I swear to God, if I get a fucking cold sore from this, I'm gonna like cry. I never got a cold sore.
That's a miracle.
Did you
Wow.
like Vaseline your lips to provide a protective
100%.
barrier? You're like not
Like
getting
our
in.
kisses were like, there was like stuff on my face afterwards.
Ew.
Because
Why did they
he
have to be
had
so
stuff
intense?
on and then I had stuff on. Because it was like a religious person like losing, they were all like pre-sex scenes.
But like, why did the makeout have to be so intense? Couldn't you have like faked it? Like just like, you know how they do like the arms behind the back?
The arms on the back.
What?
Like you know how they do like the arms behind the back? You know?
That's how Eugene
like,
and Matt
fake
make out
makeout
all the
scenes.
time. Like this.
No, that's how they do like fake makeout scenes, you know?
You know when you were a little kid and you go like this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we did not have that option.
That's
We did not have that
awful.
option.
That is
I would just be
horrifying.
staring at it the entire time.
That's what I did too. And I was like, oh no, I'm really
coming at
supposed
me.
to be in this scene.
I can't imagine having that intense makeout with somebody that like I didn't have a crush on. Like just a platonic, like for a play. Was it weird or did you have a crush on him, Becky?
The cold sore?
This cold score guy.
And he was also like
Wow.
10 years older than me. He was a master's student because we had like the second year I was in school, they started a master's
So you
program.
were looking for a daddy.
So I was looking for a daddy. I made out with like half of the master's program in plays. And I was like 19. I was like, what's happening here? Why does this keep happening? No, you get used to it.
You get used to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It just becomes sort of like an action. Instead
That's
of like,
why Becky joined.
Yeah.
It's called acting. Rainie, it's called acting.
Character. It's
It
not
was
you.
Yeah, it was uncomfortable when like my parents were in the audience.
Yeah. Oh my
or like
gosh.
if Keith would come to a show, I would be like, ooh, okay. Like there was this one that we put on like senior year that was like a really tiny black box. So there was like no fake in it. Like in the bigger theaters, like obviously no one's like tonguing each other. It's all just like big open mouth kisses that make it look like you're really going for it. But in the smaller theaters, there's like no hiding. So it was like real making out. And I was always like, ooh, feels
Punch and
awkward.
tone.
Wait,
Yeah.
Rachel, did you have to make out with anybody on stage?
I had to simulate sex on stage.
Oh my god.
In front
For
of
Miss America?
no. For a play,
How could you not win?
my college competed at the National like Theater Collegiate Festival and
I didn't know that was a
won.
thing.
And so we went to regionals and then we went to nationals in DC. And my parents and the parents of both of the boys and the one girl, I simulated sex with all of them, one in a threesome and one one-on-one. The whole play opens with the simulated sex scene between Alec and I. All of our parents were together afterwards, and I was like, "Oh my god,
Rachel and
it's uncomfortable."
What are you wearing what's your
I
costume?
was wearing kind of a see-through nightgowny thing. You could see nips, but that was it.
Did they say anything afterward or no? Never
No,
talked about it.
We got into the
Quiet.
elevator with Rishabh's parents afterwards, and his parents are Indian from India, like first gen. Oh, yeah. Very reserved. And it was like my Southern parents, his Indian parents, and we were all standing there, and it was just silent. Rishabh and I are looking at each other like,
That's funny.
I told my parents where to sit, and some of my high school friends came. And I was like, oh, you guys need to sit on this one particular corner so that you could be like fully back to. Pervy McKeithy over there was like, I knew where to sit. I sat right on the side. I was like, you're a dirty bitch.
He's like, I took Polaroids.
And your parents are like,
Like, you are a dirty birdie.
lasered on Keith.
Yeah.
so fun.
Yeah.
Okay, Maggie. So did you mandate any show? You're not really a theater girl.
I went to a really small high school and I didn't do theater in college. So the only thing that I did, like we had class plays where freshmen, sophomore, junior, senior would all do class plays together and we'd like compete. It was so fun. I was always either lights or art department. That was like my
ATS.
I liked making things pretty. That was like I'll do this.
Yeah.
One year my best friend was director, which was really fun. But I was never like, I think I was just like extra if needed, but never like front.
Oh, okay.
You didn't want to
Stop.
Did you ever memorize lines?
I think that I did like if at most I think I did one line. We did like a princess one like our sophomore year.
Cinderella.
No, it was like it was like
Princess
a
and the
remake
Pea?
and there was like different Disney characters, but it wasn't Disney because it wasn't copyrighted or
Did
something
it have
like
to
that.
be, was it religious?
No,
Because it was a Catholic school?
no, thankfully not.
chill.
It could be chill.
But it had to be all girls. Or did boys come from the other school?
No, it was all girls.
All girls. So you were
The
like
girls that
reverse
play the boys'
Shakespeare.
part.
Yeah, so everyone would play all parts. And
That's
there
so
was
fun.
tri-school theater where you mixed with the boys, but I never did that.
Yeah.
It was huge.
Did you ever, like as a kid, were you ever performing for your mom?
Every day.
In small,
Still doing it.
Would you and your
in small
sisters put on
ways.
skits and stuff?
I did like tap and ballet and dance, but
Oh, you're a dancer?
A dance girl.
Maggie,
Change.
you gotta get on TikTok. You gotta
Barbara
become
Ray,
the next
kickball
Charlie.
Gotta
change.
get on TikTok.
I gotta become
Jack can collab.
Oh my god. Oh my god. No, Jack is like a phenomenal and 1, 2. No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you have dance recitals?
I begged my parents to be able to go. I for some reason when I went to preschool or kindergarten, it was an incentive for me to stop using the bottle. I was like, I want to be in dance class. And my mom's like, well, you need to give up using the bottle.
Oh my
I was
God.
still using the bottle till I
When
was
she
like 4.
pre-K, I was like, using the bottle.
Yeah.
Bottle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Back to school shopping is coming and all the chaos that comes with it. But with DoorDash, you can be first day ready with pantry staples and classroom supplies to make a good first impression without the stress. With DoorDash, you'll enjoy next level convenience with delivery in the hour, making it easier than ever to get your back to school needs fast. All of your favorite retail, grocery, and convenience stores are on the app, so you can shop everything your kids need for back to school. You can fill their backpacks, their bellies, and the pantry with this back-to-school season. Be prepared before the big day arrives. Stock up with on-the-go breakfast, lunchbox staples, and the brands they love. Shop DoorDash to get everything you need for the back-to-school season delivered right to your door. Order now for stress-free back-to-school shopping. Use promo code SIT23 to get 50% off up to a $10 value when you spend $15 or more on convenience, grocery, or retail stores on DoorDash. That's 50% off with a $10 value when you spend $15 or more. Promo code SIT23. Don't forget, that's code SIT23 for 50% off your next order. Terms apply.
But
The girls have their second dance recital ever
wanna
on
go.
Saturday.
I want to go.
You want to buy a $40 ticket? It's nuts.
Wow.
So you have to pay for them to take the classes? Isn't that part of it?
Yeah.
And you got to pay to watch your own kid.
You have to pay.
And it's like cutthroat getting the tickets. It's like Beyonce tickets.
Really?
What?
Is it only like
They
you're
gotta just
allotted
have this in the park.
2?
Huh?
Vegas got
Are you allotted like certain amount per family?
No, you have to like the second the tickets go on sale, you have to be on. It's literally like getting Beyonce tickets.
Oh my gosh.
So
What, is it at the Disney concert hall? Like, where are these girls performing?
I will not say, but
I guess that's true.
it's happening
give
on
us their
Saturday.
address.
I'll give you the address.
I mean, it just must be small venue. There's limited space.
Yeah, it's not the most massive venue, and there are like I don't know, like 24 classes or something,
so
and
it's a
they
lot of
divide it
people.
up to the morning and the afternoon so that no parents have to sit through like 8 hours of
Whoa.
whatever. You know, thank God. But yeah, it costs. This is LA
How
dance
long is
class,
the
baby.
routine?
Well. If you were
hours
watching all
experience.
24 classes, it would
Yeah.
be like 8 hours. The routines are like between 3 and 6 minutes or
That's
whatever.
good.
But like by the
In and
time
out.
you change over,
Yeah.
get all the kids on stage, and some of them perform like the big kid, the 12-year-olds are
Yeah.
performing in multiple things. They're doing tap and ballet and
That's
different
crazy
stuff.
that they don't put a cap on how many people you can bring.
Yeah.
Like, what if someone, like fucking scalpers?
Yeah.
They go and they buy like 20 tickets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people have really big families. Too.
I know.
Yeah.
And then
Well.
people with small families can't get tickets because
Yeah.
big families took them.
I know. Last year for their first one, I wanted all of Second Try to go because I thought it'd be so fun. And then I heard they cost money. I was like, never mind.
Aw.
I would have gone.
So what's the costuming like?
Well,
Tutus.
let me show you. I don't have a
Is it all
picture
tutus?
of their tutu, but their friend is in their class, and I have a picture of her in the tutu.
So it's all little tutus.
It's all little tutus.
Are they
and
all pink or are they all different colors?
well,
Are they
ours are
rainbow?
pink this year. Last year they were blue, but they have like little suits with like little sparkly bow ties
Oh my
and
God, that's
suspenders
funny.
for the boys.
That's cute.
This is our friend June, and this is their tutu costume this year. I won't
quintessential.
I make
A
them
princess.
put it on in the yard because there's so much glitter, and I will not have it in my house.
Oh my gosh, still.
Glitter's no good. Is there a good number of girls to boys?
No, it's all
It's
girls.
mostly girls. It's all
All
some little boys.
Yeah. 1 or 2 boys per class, maybe. I think our class is actually all girls.
What song is she? What song are they doing it to?
I didn't recognize it.
Is it classical?
Like,
No. It's modern, but I didn't know what it was. Last year they did something from Aladdin, I think.
Oh.
Last year they did ballet. This year they're doing tap.
Tap.
It's not broadcast or anything, so they can use whatever song they want. You know?
That's true.
Yeah.
How fun.
How fun.
Are the
Sorry.
teachers nice or is it like
Oh,
Abby
we
Lee?
love Miss B. We love her. She's so sweet and cute with them. I have videos of them practicing their dance routine at home. I can show
Oh
you.
my God. Do they like
really
mostly
cute.
get it or are these kids just running into each other? You're paying $40 for chaos.
Well, last year.
Sounds like Rachel is she's like, practice!
Last year.
She's what's her name from Mean Girls dancing with a routine in the background while Watts is doing like a 8mm film.
Yeah.
Super 8.
When we practice, we have to do the dance with them or they won't practice.
So you are Amy Poehler.
Okay,
I am a tiger
Rachel,
mom.
time to perform. This is a visual podcast as well as audio. We got to get the
You gotta
people
put your tap
watching.
shoes on.
Oh. I'll find a rehearsal for you.
I mean, Matt, were you a dancer?
I only danced in the musicals. But we had some like complicated stuff. We actually did tap one year. We had to do tap. I think in Anything Goes, there's like a tap number.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What's her name
You
was
still
in
know
that?
how to
Sutton
tap
Foster?
dance?
No. I mean, it's been so long. I'm sure if you like took a lesson or two, you could.
Yeah.
Come back like riding a bike.
Yeah, I still
Yeah.
don't know. I took it for like 8 years as a kid, and I don't know how to
8
tap
years.
dance.
That's a lot. Yeah.
I took tap and ballet my whole childhood. I didn't retain it though.
The muscle memories.
Maybe
I
if
did
took a
gymnastics
They'll
for a
come back.
stint until my dad went to his master's program, and I could do like back handsprings and cartwheels.
Are you still
Wow.
flexible like that?
No, unfortunately, I could do the splits.
Do you do the
I could do
flips?
double bars,
Flips?
and now I can't do it at all. Like my armpits rip.
You can't go flip in the pool? Like,
Oh, I could do it in the pool. That's no problem.
Ooh, or like off a diving board?
I could do it off a diving board.
whoa.
Yeah, but I can't.
That's good though.
I wish that I could still
do
do
anything.
handstands and stuff. But no,
Give us a triple somersault, backflip, hand,
Yeah.
Psh, I wish.
One-handed.
one-handed.
If you don't use it, you lose it.
Sure
I
that.
guess that's true. And you could get really hurt.
Yeah,
You got to stretch.
I was with my niece a couple years ago, and she was like, "Do a back bend, Auntie Ray Ray," and I was like, "Yeah, sure." And I went back, and I was like, "Ow!"
Like,
Why did I think I could? I had like half a glass of wine. I was like, why did I think I could just do that?
I know it's
gone.
been like
it's gone.
It's gone.
Decades.
Whatever I once had in my youth, it's gone.
I know. Remember
you think you'll lose
monkey bars? I can't do monkey bars anymore. I was
yeah.
like,
You do monkey bars?
I used to do that. Yeah.
I used to be a little.
You could do monkey bars still.
It hurts my
It
armpits
hurts my
now.
armpits too.
When was the last
It
time you
feels
gotta
like
stretch
you're
'em out.
ripping. Yeah.
Matt, when was the last time you did monkey bars? Because they are kind of
do you
hard.
stretch
That's like
your armpits?
yesterday.
Yeah, you got to stretch your shoulder zones, like for working out and stuff.
Yeah.
you know?
Well, you have. I mean, look at your upper body strength compared to mine. Come on.
Boy.
yeah.
You could do it.
I do
okay?
assisted pull-ups now.
That's good.
Every so often.
That's good.
Assisted.
That'll help. That'll help.
Assisted,
Yeah.
Yeah.
One day.
You're
One
a
day.
gym rat.
Not really.
Maggie's definitely a gym rat.
Have you seen? Have you seen me?
Do you wear matching outfits to the gym?
Matching like sets?
Sets.
I have a couple sets, but for the most part, no. I just wear whatever's clean.
Period. Same.
Vibes.
Every day.
I sometimes will
Every
buy
day,
myself
that's
a
how I get
set, and I'll
dressed.
tell myself I'll go more. But I just
yeah, no.
pocket my set, and I'm like,
I know, but the thing is, gym clothes are also relaxing clothes because they're so stretchy and flexible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah.
Woo,
It's
so
on a
excited.
live stream.
I can't wait.
Get your tickets at tryguys.com/Romeo, and let's see if Zach and Keith will kiss.
Oh my god.
I bet they will.
I bet there's no way they're not kissing.
there's no way.
They
Are
gotta
we gonna vote for the kiss, or are we gonna vote for something else?
True. Choose your own
Maybe
adventure.
Maybe an
puts
alternate
mascara.
ending.
Yeah.
Maybe like a stab instead of a kiss.
Right.
Juliet murders Romeo.
I will go ahead and tell you on one of the polls, the one of the options instead of kissing each other is to slap each other.
Oh.
Okay, Rachel, it better not be hard.
Talk to Zach.
That's
I'm
up to
in
them.
control of their body
I
movements.
feel like
That's
it would
up to
be
them.
Keith slapping Zach, so it better be soft.
no, it would be back and forth. It would be like in the action of
It's
a
like
kiss.
those TikToks, kiss or slap. You ever seen those TikToks?
No.
Oh, man.
Oh, I'm on that side.
with your TikTok?
Watching.
Rainie knows.
Yeah, and the girls are always like,
I am not on that side of TikTok. What?
it's
Yeah.
like these fuckboys. I don't even know. It's like this. It's fine.
Like they come in and make you think they're going to kiss you and then they slap you?
No,
No.
they give you the choice.
They're like on the street, on like the boardwalk, and they walk up to someone. They're like, kiss or slap.
Excuse me.
On the boardwalk.
That's not
Out in public.
consensual.
Well, they're slapping the guy. They're not getting slapped. That would be weird.
That's also still.
They're like, do you want to kiss
pretty
me or do you want to slap
awful.
me?
I want you to not speak to me.
Well, these people, a lot of people do kiss them.
Ooh, stranger danger.
Yeah.
But anyway, guys, vote for a soft slap. Vote for nice things.
Listen.
No hitting.
It's a
No
violent
hitting.
play.
No hitting.
It's a tragedy, Becky.
Romeo and Juliet's
Maybe
parents
they'll get
over
stabbed
here say
instead.
no. Make them stab each other with bubbles.
With balls.
Becky's gonna run on
Yeah.
the live and be like, no hitting.
Leave him alone. Don't
It's a
hurt my
violent
baby.
play.
Yeah, it is the violent play.
Truth.
But luckily, we're only going to fight with swords once. The next time, it'll be something else. What will you vote for?
Ooh, pillow fight.
Could be.
That's cute. That's hot. That's hot.
That's hot. If the pillows release feathers every time you hit someone, I'm down.
That would be good.
You need it to be
I mean, talk to
visual.
production.
Yeah. I feel like you
I am production.
should stab some holes.
Yes, production. Would you like to do that? Oh, yeah, maybe. Let's see what we can get. Okay. I'll work on it.
She's going to send an email later to herself.
To me.
Well,
good.
sweet angel Rachel, it's always a blast when
Yeah,
you come
thanks, you
hang out with
guys.
us. And thanks for chatting all things Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah,
with
so
us.
excited to see it.
Yeah, make sure you guys get your tickets. Maybe you'll see us in the chat
Yeah, please chat.
because we're going to be watching.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
are.
You're going to be chatting and voting.
Yeah. And then one more time, Rachel, where can people buy tickets?
Tryguys.com/Romeo.
Woo!
Romeo.
All right, guys. Till next time, make sure you're washing your hands, being nice to people, be nice to yourself, buy tickets for Romeo and Juliet, buy the new Guilty Pleasures merch, vote. If you can vote for things in your town, is there voting right now? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Maybe.
And we'll see you guys next time. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye.